Hello, Kulpesh. We are starting the session in just a minute. We will start the session in 1 or 2 minutes. Okay. Okay. So today we will start salary chapter. So first of all, I will introduce myself. Hello everyone. This is C. Ankit Bajaj, and this is my fifth year in teaching profession. So I'm teaching from last 5 years, and I'm having 4 years of corporate experience. And basically, my core subject is direct taxation. So I'm taking sessions for CA, CS, and CWA students. Okay. So we will start salary chapter. So before discussing salary chapter, I want to discuss about the heads. So how many heads are there? We will discuss this thing. So in income tax, there are 5 heads. First head is given salary. Second head is given income from house property. Third is given profit and gain from business and profession. Fourth head is given capital gain, and fifth head is income from other sources. So section 15 to section 17 it covers salary chapter. Okay, then section 20 to 27 it covers income from house property chapter. Then section 28 to 44 it covers PGBP chapter. Then 45 to 55 it covers capital gain chapter. Then 56 to 58 it covers income from other sources chapter. So according to the section wise chapter has been decided or bifurcated. Is it clear? So under salary head, when income is going to be chargeable, when income under salary head is going to be chargeable, when there is an employer and employee relationship. Are you able to understand this thing? When there is an employer and employee relationship, so whatever income is earned, it will be taxable under the head salary. Okay. So let's suppose Mr. A is employed under Mr. B. Mr. A is employed under Mr. B, or you can say Mr. B is a director of company. Mr. B is a director of company. So whatever remuneration Mr. B is going to pay Mr. A, it will be taxable under the salary. Then income from house property. Any rental income is earned from property. I'm talking about property. Any rental income is earned from property that will be taxable under the head income from house property. Is it clear? So let's suppose here again I'm taking example of Mr. A. Mr. A has let out his property to Mr. B. Okay. This time what Mr. B is doing, Mr. B is paying rent of rupees 10 lakh every year. Mr. B is paying rent of rupees 10 lakh every year to Mr. A. So in this case, Mr. A has to pay tax under the head income from house property. Now if I talk about PGBP, profit and gain from business and profession. So whatever income is earned from business, or whatever income is earned from profession, that will be taxable under the head PGBP. So if your business is earning profit, if your profession is earning profit, then it will be taxable under the head PGBP. Are you able to understand this point? This point is very simple. So whatever, I'm good, Krupesh. I'm good. Hope you are doing the same. Okay. So whatever profit is earned from business and profession, whatever profit is earned from business and profession, that will be taxable under the head PGBP. That will be taxable under the head PGBP. Now, let's suppose what you are doing, you are having some capital assets. So, capital assets, you are having, let's suppose, one building. Okay, you are having, let's suppose, one building, or you are having, let's suppose, some other assets. You can say jewelry. You are having jewelry with you. Okay, now what you are doing, you are transferring this jewelry or your building to some other person. What you are doing, you are transferring this building or jewelry to some other person. Is it clear? So that will be taxable under the head capital gain. That will be taxable under that capital gain. Now, sir, what about income from other sources? Income from other sources here basically interest, dividend, such kind of incomes are taxable. So only interest and dividend? No, it's not like that. That only interest and dividend is going to be taxable. Let's suppose there are such any kind of income is there which is not taxable under these four heads. Any income which is not taxable under these four heads, that income is going to be taxable under that income from other sources. That income is going to be taxable under the head income from other sources. Are you able to understand this point? So salary, if there is employer-employee relationship, if you are having property and what you are doing, you are let out that property. So whatever income is earned from that let out property, it will be taxable under that income from house property. If you are having any business, if you are running any profession and you are earning profit and from that business and profession, that will be taxable under that PGBP. If you are having capital asset and you are transferring that capital asset and you are earning capital gain from that capital asset, that it will be taxable under that capital gain. Is it clear? Remaining other incomes is going to be taxable under that income from other sources. Sir, it's very easy. I know it's very easy. So today we will start salary chapter. Okay. So we have to start salary chapter. What salary chapter says here? Okay. So here, Mr. Tom is there. Is it clear? Mr. Tom recently, he has graduated. Recently, he has post-graduated. He has done MBA from a reputed college. He has done a MBA from a reputed college. Is it clear? And what he has done, he has joined one company. He has joined one company. Is it clear? He has done MBA. His stream was finance. He was from finance stream. So now he is getting salary. He is getting accommodation from company. Plus he is getting car from company. Plus company has provided him health insurance. Plus company is providing him one servant also. Company is providing him one servant also. Are you able to understand? He's getting salary in cash, he's getting accommodation, he's getting car also, he's getting health insurance from company, he's getting servant from company also. Is it clear? Now he's very confused. Sir, why he's confused? He don't know whether what other apart from salary, he's receiving other benefits also. So he's confused whether all those benefits will be taxable under that salary or not. He's very confused about this thing. So now what we have to do, we have to help Mr. Tom that whether these components will form part of salary or not. So we have to help him in this. We have to clear his confusion. So under Income Tax Act 1961, salary of definition is given. Sir, what is salary? Salary means it includes both monetary and non-monetary payment. Yes, it includes both monetary and non-monetary payment. So monetary payment means basic salary, bonus, commission. Monetary payment means if you are receiving some basic salary, if you are receiving some bonus, if you are receiving some commission, that will be chargeable under the head salary. Okay. Sir, what is non-monetary benefit payments? Non-monetary benefit payments means if you are getting house from your owner, if you are getting any medical facilities from your owner, if you are getting car or any other non-monetary benefit from your owners, employers, that will be taxable under the head salary. So it includes both monetary payment and non-monetary payments. Okay. So introduction, there are three sections under salary chapter. Section 15 is for chargeability and section 16 is for deduction. Section 17 is for meaning. Is it clear? So we will cover these three sections in detail and I will try to complete this salary chapter today itself. Okay. So here first MCQ is given. Sir, what is that MCQ? The MCQ says income is chargeable under the head's salary under dash of Income Tax Act 1961. Under dash section of 1961. Sir, which section? Which section? As we have already discussed, is it 16? No, sir. 16 is for deduction. Is it 14? No, sir. 14 section does not belongs to salary chapter. Is it 20? Sir, 20 does not belongs to salary chapter. Is it 15? Yeah, sir. It's 15. 15 section is correct. Is it clear? So here correct answer is section 15. Section 15 is charging section for salary chapter. So I'm assuming you are able to understand section 15 is charging section for salary chapter. Okay. Now there must be employer and employee relationship. If you want to charge your income under the head salary, so there must be employer and employee relationship. So what is employer and employee relationship? Let's suppose you are joining some company and there is an agreement between you and your employer that you will work on your on the instructions of your employer. You will work according to the instruction or on the instructions of your employer. Is it clear? There is an agreement that your employer is going to pay you that much salary and you will work for him 8 hours. Is it clear? So this is an employer and employee relationship. So there must be a employer and employee relationship if you are joining any company and if you want to charge that particular income under the head salary. So this relation is very important. If employer and employee relationship does not exist, so whatever amount you will receive, it's not going to be taxable under that salary. Okay. So here I have taken one example. Let's suppose Ranveer, an actor. It's not actress. Ranveer, an actor, is employed in Rohit Shetty production, where he is paid monthly remuneration of 2 crore rupees. Yearly remuneration, you can assume. He is employed. Here it is mentioned employed. Is it clear? He is paid yearly remuneration of rupees 2 crore. He act in various films produced by various producer. The remuneration for acting in such film is directly paid to Rohit Shetty. Production by different producer. So what does it mean? Ranveer Singh is employed under Rohit Shetty production. Rohit Shetty production. So what he has to do, he has to work according to Rohit Shetty. Whatever instruction Rohit Shetty is going to provide, he has to work accordingly. Okay. Now, if you see RSP, RSP means Rohit Shetty production. He is giving fixed salary. He is giving fixed salary of rupees 2 crore. So there is an employer and employee relationship. So whatever income is earned by Ranveer Singh, it will be taxable under their salary. It will be taxable under their salary. This is the simple example. Okay, okay. So these are the few other examples. You can read these points. These points are very easy. They are discussing about directors and other points. Okay, sir, it can be part-time or full-time. Employment can be part-time or full-time. It includes both. Either it is a full-time employment or part-time employment. Both will be chargeable under the head salary. There must be employer and employee relationship. Are you able to understand? There must be employer and employee relationship. Even though your employment is part-time or full-time, it will be chargeable under a salary. Okay, okay, sir. Okay, sir, we got it. Okay, foregoing salary. Foregoing salary. What is foregoing salary? What you are doing? You have provided service to your employer. What you have done? You have provided services to your employer. Sir, we have provided services our employer. Yeah, you have provided services to your employer for 12 months. Is it clear? What you have done? You have joined job on 1st April 2019. You have joined the job. Let's suppose on 1st April 2019. Is it clear? And what you are doing? You are providing services till 31st March 2020. You have provided services till 31st March 2020. Is it clear? 12 month services you have already provided. And your package was 12 lakh rupees. That you are supposed to receive 1 lakh every month. Is it clear? Now you come to know about this COVID-19. You come to know about this COVID-19 on 1st January 2020. You come to know about COVID-19, that people are suffering from COVID-19. It's a huge problem for whole country. Is it clear? So what you have decided? You have decided that you won't take 3 months salary from your employer. What you have decided? That you won't take 3 months salary from your employer. You have taken 9 months salary from your employer, but you have decided that I will not take 3 months salary. Is it clear? 3 months salary is going to be 3 lakh. What you have said to your employer? That employer, I don't want this salary. What you do? Those who are needy person, you just give to them. Is it clear? You just distribute my salary to needy persons. So this is what a foregoing of salary. You have provided services, but you are not ready to accept the remuneration. You are not ready to accept the remuneration. In this case, if you are foregoing your salary, if you are not taking your salary from employer, even though it will be taxable in your hands, it will be taxable in employee's hand. Are you able to understand? It will be taxable in employee's hand. So why sir, why we are not taking salary from employer, then why it's going to be taxable under that salary? Because see, there is an agreement between you and your employer that he will give you salary, and there is an agreement between me and government. If I'm taking salary, so there is an agreement between me and government. So what I have to do, whatever salary I am to receive, whatever salary I'm receiving, I have to pay some taxes to government. What I have to do, I have to pay some taxes to government. So here it means if I'm taking salary, so it's my responsibility to pay taxes to the government. So if I'm foregoing salary na, it doesn't mean that my tax liability is not going to be charged. Here my tax liability is going to be alive and I have to pay taxes. Is it clear? What you are doing, if you are taking salary from your employer, you have taken salary of rupees 12 lakh rupees from employer, and what you are doing, you are donating 3 lakh rupees. You are donating 3 lakh rupees. Is it clear? Here you can claim deduction. It's better to take salary from your employer and you should donate by your own hand. Is it clear? So what you can do, you can claim deduction. You can claim deduction here. Is it clear? You can claim deduction under 80s. There are many deductions for donation under section 80, 80G. There are many sections. We will discuss these sections also. Okay, so are you able to understand, if you're foregoing your salary, your tax liability is not going to be foregone by government? Yes sir, we got it. So we will read this thing. Once salary gets accrued, subsequent waiver by employee does not absolve him from the liability to income tax. So we got it sir, we got it. Yeah, I know you got it. Okay. So salary paid tax free, whether it will be taxable? Yeah. Salary paid tax free. If employer bears your tax burden, if employers bears your tax burden, then in that case, what you have to do, you have to pay tax on salary also. Is it clear? Whatever tax is paid by employer on behalf of you, that tax part is going to be included in your salary income. Is it clear? If you see, in this case, taxable salary in hands of employee will be salary income plus tax on salary paid by employer. This will be included in your income. This will be included in your income. I'm assuming you are able to understand this thing. This will be included in your income. Is it clear? If employer is paying tax on behalf of you, if employer is paying tax on behalf of you, that tax part is going to be included in your salary income. Are you able to understand this thing? That tax part is also going to be included in your salary income. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. We got it. We got it. Okay. So if you guys are having any problem now, you can just you just write it down in group. So I will reply to you. Okay, I'm checking your messages also. If you are having any problem, you just write down that thing in group. Okay, so next concept is place of accrual. Next concept is place of accrual of salary. So if salary is earned in India, if salary is earned in India, that will be taxable in India. Is it clear? So what is salary is earned in India? Now let's see what you're doing. You are providing services, you are providing your services and to Indian company. Let's suppose this is Reliance company. Okay, now what you are doing, you are employed in this company, you are employed in this company. This is Mr. A. Okay, Mr. A, who is resident of India, who is resident and ordinary resident. Is it clear? Mr. A is employed in Reliance company. Okay, so what about non-resident? We will take example of non-resident also. Let's suppose here we are taking example of Mr. B. Mr. B is NR. He's hardcore NR. So what about resident but not ordinary resident? Okay, we will take example of this point also. Mr. C, who is RNOR, who is resident but not non-ordinary resident, who is resident but non-ordinary resident. So they all are receiving salary. Yes, they are receiving salary every year. They are receiving salary of rupees 1 crore each. 1 crore rupees, sir. They are getting 1 crore rupees. Do they have to pay tax to Indian company? Yes. ROR, he has to pay tax to income tax department. He has to pay income tax to income tax department. So RNOR, do RNOR has to pay income tax? Yes. He has to pay income tax to Indian income tax department. So what about non-resident? What about non-resident? Do non-resident has to pay tax? Definitely non-resident has also, he's supposed to pay tax to income tax department. So why? But he's non-resident. Why he has to pay tax in India? See, why he is liable to pay tax in India? Just because he is providing services in Indian company. So whatever salary he is receiving from Indian company, it means that salary is getting accrued from India. That salary is getting accrued from India. We have seen this thing in section 5 and section 6 of income tax 1961, where it is given that if salary is accrued or if salary is deemed to accrue, is it clear, from India, then it will be taxable in India. Is it clear? It will be taxable in India. Even though if you are non-resident and salary is getting accrued in India, that will be taxable in India. So if you see, salary earned in India, salary accrued in India means salary accrued in India. If salary is paid in India, then will be taxable in India. If salary is paid outside India, then it also will be taxable under the head income tax 1961. Okay. Sir, MCQ time. Salary of non-resident for period in which he is working in India is not taxable. Sir, is it true salary of non-resident received from period in which he is working in India is not taxable? Sir, is it true? I'm waiting for your answer, guys. You just tell me whether it is true or false. Whether it is true or false. Okay, okay. So Krupesh is saying false. Krupesh is saying false. Your answer is absolutely correct. Krupesh, your answer is absolutely correct. I agree with this answer. Okay. Then section 15 basis of charge is given. So salary is chargeable to tax either on due basis or receipt basis, whichever is earlier. Salary is chargeable to tax on due basis or receipt basis, whichever is earlier. You are able to understand this point. Due basis or receipt basis, whichever is earlier, it will be taxable on that basis. So what is due basis? Due basis means once you have provided services to your organization, once you have provided, let's suppose you have joined this company on 1st April 2019. Is it clear? Now what you are doing, you have provided services to your organization on 31st March 2020. You have provided services to your organization on 31st March 2000 till 31st March 2020. Is it clear? So here your salary is going to be accrue every month. Is it clear? Again, I am taking another example. Let's suppose you have joined company on 1st April 2019. Okay. Now what you are doing, this is your first month. This is your April month. And what you are doing, you are providing services till 30th April. You have provided services till 30th April. Okay. So once you have provided your services till 30th April, now it means your salary got accrued. Your salary got accrued for 30 days. ठीक है ना? In India, what system we follow? Every day our salary get accrued. If I am working for, let's suppose on 1st April I have joined Reliance company and I have provided services on 1st April. So मेरी एक दिन की सैलरी क्या हो जाएगी यहाँ पे accrue हो जाएगी. My 1 day salary is going to be accrued. Then again on second day I went Reliance company and I have provided my services. On second day also what I have done, I have provided my services to Reliance company. Then here my second day salary is going to be accrued. So every day if I'm providing services, so every day my salary is going to accrued. So this concept we have to follow. So salary is chargeable on the basis of due or receipt basis. Sir, what is due? Due means when you will receive your salary in cash. Is it clear? So let's suppose there is an agreement between you and your employer that once you provide your April month services now, you will receive your salary on 7th May. You will receive your salary on subsequent month. Is it clear? So your salary is due on 7th May. Your salary is due on 7th May. Is it clear? But actually you are receiving your salary, let's suppose, on 10th May. There is a delay from employer side and you are receiving your salary on 10th May. In this case, whichever is earlier will be taxable. Is it clear? So your salary is liable to tax on 7th May. Is it clear? Your salary is liable to tax on 7th May. This is how you have to learn this thing. Salary is chargeable to tax either on due basis or receipt basis, whichever is earlier. Is it clear? Okay. Now next point, we are having MCQs. Sir, we are having MCQs. Okay. Here note is given where any salary paid in advance is assessed in the year of payment. If you are receiving any salary in advance, is it clear? If you are receiving any salary in advance, that will be taxable in the year in which you are receiving your advance salary. Is it clear? So let's suppose I have joined a company and I am working here from 1st April 2019 to 31st March 2020. 31st March 2020. Okay. Now I was getting married in March month. I was getting married in March month. So what I have done, I have requested my employer. I have requested my employer that sir, please, I want some advance. I want some advance. What he has said to me, no problem. What I will do, I will give advance of April and May salary to you. तो उन्होंने क्या किया, मुझे अप्रैल और मई सैलरी का एडवांस मार्च मंथ में ही दे दिया. Is it clear? So in March month, what I have to do, I have to pay tax for April and May salary. Is it clear? In March month, what I have to do, I have to pay tax for April and May month salary. This is how we have to calculate the taxability. Okay. So MCQ 3, Section 15 of Income Tax Act, salary due in previous year and even if not received is taxable, not taxable, partly taxable, none of the above. Here, what will be the answer? What question is saying? Salary is due in previous year and even if it is not received, even if it is not received is taxable, B not taxable, C partially taxable, D none of the above. Now we have to see this thing. Salary is due in previous year. So I have already told you salary is taxable on the basis of due or receipt, whichever is earlier. Due or receipt, whichever is earlier. Due or receipt, whichever is earlier. Okay. So here salary will be taxable on due basis. On due basis. Salary will be taxable on due basis. So hopefully this concept is clear to everyone. So it will be taxable in previous year. Okay. Sir, do we have any question for advanced salary? Yeah, we are having one great MCQ for advanced salary. So if you see, salary of S is 40,000 per month. Salary of S is 40,000 per month. Okay, what this question says, salary due on the last day of the month. Salary gets due on the last day of the month, but it is paid on 7th of next month. Salary gets due on last day of the month. Sir, can you please prepare a line diagram for this? Definitely I will prepare the line diagram, no problem. So let's suppose here question is given. Okay, so here Mr. S has joined job on 1st April 2019. He has joined job on 1st April 2019 and he will work till 31st March 2020. He will work till 31st March 2020. Now what is his salary structure if he is providing services for April month? So his salary gets due on 30th April. His salary gets due on 30th April. Is it clear? His salary due on last day of the month. Is it clear? But paid on 7th of next month. But paid on 7th of subsequent month. Is it clear? He will receive this salary on 7th of subsequent month. Similarly, if he is providing services for May month. Okay. He's providing services for, this is April month and this is May month. This is May month. His salary is going to due on 31st May of for May month and he will receive this May salary on 7th June. So this is how his salary is going to due and accrue. Is it clear? So for March month, his salary is going to due on 31st March. Is it clear? But he will receive this salary on 7th April. He will receive this salary on 7th April. Okay. So also salary for April and May month is received in advance. Is it clear? He has received salary for April and May month in advance. Salary for April and May month in this year only. He has received salary for April and May month for in this year only. Okay, April और May की salary इसको कब receive हो गई? March में receive हो गई. He got salary in March month only. Now, what will be the total amount taxable? What amount is going to be taxable here? So, if you see, his salary is getting due on 30th of every month. 30th of every month. So, what does it mean? There are 12 30s in 2019. Is it clear? There are 12 months So it will be 12 into 40,000. Is it clear? 12 month salary is going to be 12 into 40,000, that is 4 lakh 80,000. That is 4 lakh 80,000. Plus he is receiving advance for 2 months salary. He is receiving advance of 2 months salary. So that will be 2 into 40,000. It will be 80,000 rupees. It will be 80,000 rupees. Sir, what is the correct answer? Correct answer is 5 lakh 60,000. Correct answer is absolutely 5 lakh 60,000. Correct answer is 5 lakh 60,000. So here option A is correct. Whatever advance salary is received by employee, whatever advance salary is received by employee, it will be taxable under the head salary. It will be taxable under the head salary. So hopefully this point is clear to everyone. Okay, okay. Sir, what is the next concept? Next concept is advanced salary is taxable. We have already discussed this point. We have already discussed this point. Advanced salary is taxable. Advanced salary is taxable. Okay. Sir, what about arrears of salary? Sir, we are having huge problem in arrears of salary concept. Arrears of salary is nothing. It's very easy. Sir, can you give us the example? Definitely, I will give you the example. Don't worry. I will give you the great example. You will love that example. Just wait. Okay, arrears of salary we are discussing right now. What is arrears of salary? Okay. Now, if you see arrears of salary means basically arrears of salary is given to government employees. Arrears of salary is given to government employees. So why to government employees? I will tell you the reason why to government employees. If you see here, let's suppose you become a chartered accountant. Any one of you become a chartered accountant. Now what you have done, you have joined a government company. You have joined a government company. Let's suppose you are joining coal limited company. This in this company government is having more than 50% stake, so you have joined this company. Now here when you will join this company, let's suppose you have cleared your CA on 1st April 2015 and you have joined this company on 1st April 2015. Now what government will do? Now government will fix your remuneration. Sir, how government is going to fix my remuneration? Here government will fix your remuneration like this: 20,000, 1,000, 30,000. So what's that? We are not able to understand 20,000, 1,000, 30,000. It means that your basic pay, your basic salary will be 20,000 rupees in first year. Is it clear? Your basic salary will be 20,000 rupees in first year. Is it clear? Then in your second year service, let's suppose on 1st April 2015, your salary, your basic pay is going to increase by 1,000 rupees every year. Is it clear? Then your basic pay will be 21,000 rupees for whole year. Is it clear? 21,000, 21,000. Then on 1st April 2017, your basic pay is going to increase by 1,000 rupees more. So it will get 22,000 rupees. Then on 1st April 2018, your basic pay is going to increase by 1,000 rupees. Then it will be 23,000 rupees. Okay, so we got it. It means this is going to be my appraisal. This 1,000 is going to be treated as my appraisal. Definitely this 1,000 is your appraisal for every year. Appraisal means your salary is going to increase by 1,000 every year. Your salary is going to increase by 1,000 every year. Is it clear? But if you see, as compared to inflation, as compared to every year inflation, this appraisal of 1,000 is not a correct amount. This appraisal of rupees 1,000 is not a correct amount. Is it clear? So here you will complain to government. You will complain against government that why you are giving us only 1,000 ka appraisal. We want more appraisal. Is it clear? So basically this structure is followed. This structure is going to be followed for at least 10 years. So till your salary gets 30,000 rupees, now you will get 1,000 appraisal every year. Then there will be revision. They might do like 30,000, 2,000, then 50,000. Is it clear? See, by what amount they are increasing your salary? By 2,000 every year after 10 years. Is it clear? So in this case, what government do? Government provides arrears. Government provides arrears. Is it clear? When government will realize their mistake now after 10 years, after 15 years. So what governments do now? Government provide arrears for all years. Government provides arrear for all years. Is it clear? What government feels that there should be increment of rupees 1 lakh every year, and government has given only increment of rupees 1,000 every year. What government feels that there should be increment of 1 lakh rupees every year. Actual increment should be of rupees 1 lakh. But here government has given increment of rupees only 1000. So now what government will do? Government will provide you the arrears. Government will provide you the arrears for 10 years. Is it clear? For 10 years you have received only 1000, but now government feels that that employee should receive at least 1 lakh rupees. That employee should receive at least 1 lakh rupees. So this 10 lakh rupees is going to be arrears. This 10 lakh rupees is going to be arrears. Is it clear? 10 lakh rupees is going to be arrears. You are receiving this 10 lakh rupees for past 10 years. Is it clear? Let's suppose this is 1st April 2025. So you are receiving this arrear on 1st April 2025. You are receiving this arrear on 1st April 2025. Wait, I have to okay, when you are receiving this arrear on 1st April 2025. After 10 years, you are receiving arrear for past 10 years. Is it clear? So whatever arrear you receive now, this arrear is going to be taxable on receipt basis. This arrear is going to be taxable on receipt basis. So why arrear is going to be taxable on receipt basis? This is absolutely correct. Why arrear is going to be taxable on receipt basis? Because you will receive your arrear after 10 years. Is it clear? After 10 years, you will receive your arrears. You don't know that how much you will receive. You don't know that how much you will receive. Is it clear? That's why arrears को क्या किया जाता है? Receipt basis पे taxable किया जाता है. Arrears को क्या किया जाता है? Receipt basis पे taxable किया जाता है. I'm assuming you guys are able to understand this point. So read this point. If you are having any problem, I will clear your doubts. I am giving you 1 minute time. Read this provision. Just give me a minute. I have to charge my laptop. It got disconnected. Okay, so we have discussed about advanced salary. Right now, we have discussed about advanced salary. Now, next concept which we have to discuss is here section 17. Section 17, subsection 1 is for salary. Section 17, subsection 2 is for perquisite. Section 17, subsection 3 is for profit in lieu of salary. Okay, section 17, subsection is 1 for salary. Section 17, 2 is for perquisite. Section 17, 3 is for profit in lieu of salary. So here section 17, 1 includes the definition of salary. If you see, salary includes wages, salary includes annuity, salary includes any gratuity, fee, commission, advance salary, payment received in respect of any period of leave not availed, provident fund. Salary includes provident fund also. We will read these things okay, in detail. Gratuity is there, annuity is there, wages is there, fee or commission is or there, advance salary is there. Is it clear? Provident fund we have to read. It includes provident fund also. The contribution made by central government, it also includes contribution made by central government. Kripesh, relief under section 89 we will do in coming slides. We will do relief. We will do relief also. Yeah, Kripesh, we will do relief. I will tell you when you will receive the relief. Okay. So here MCQ is given. MCQ 5 is given. If you see, in accordance with the provision of section 17 subsection 1 of Income Tax Act 1961, the term salary includes A. Annuity or pension, B. Gratuity, C. Or any fee, commission, perquisite or profit in lieu of or in addition to the salary or wages. D. All of the above. Here question says ki what will be included in the definition of salary? Sir, is it annuity or pension? Yes, annuity and pension is includable. Sir, gratuity is includable. Definitely gratuity is includable. Sir, any fee, commission, perquisite, that is also includable. Yes, that is also includable under the head salary. So sir, what is the correct answer? Correct answer is D. Everything will be included under the head salary. We have seen section 17 subsection 1 where it is clearly mentioned that what is to be included in salary. So everything, all of the above is going to be included under the salary. Gratuity, annuity, everything is includable under the salary. So, okay, sir. Okay. The assessment period for income tax on salary is only more than 12 months, 12 months and less than 12 months, only 12 months, or 12 months and more than 12 months. So is it 12 month or less than 12 month? What will be the correct answer? What will be the correct answer here? Only 12, more than 12 months, only 12 months and less than 12 months, only 12 months or 12 months and more than 12 months. What will be the answer here, Kurpesh? In case of this question, what will be the answer? Okay, awesome, awesome. It will be 12 months or less than 12 months. Awesome, it will be 12 months or less than 12 months. Income accrued outside India and receive outside India taxable in case of resident, resident but not ordinary resident, non-resident, or all three. It will be all three. Is it clear? No, income accrued outside India. Here question is given, income accrued outside India and received outside India. So here option is not going to be all three. Here this is going to be taxable in case of A only. A only. Sir, allowances. Sir, what are allowances? Sir, allowances क्या होते हैं? Allowances basically क्या होते हैं? You are receiving something from your employer. You are receiving some cash benefits. You are receiving some cash benefits for employer for official purpose, or it may be for personal purpose. Is it clear? So what are allowances? Allowances are those cash benefits which you are receiving for official duty purpose, or which you are receiving for personal purpose. Is it clear? Those are allowances. Those are allowances. Allowances can be for official duty. Allowances can be for personal purpose also. B was correct. A. Allowances are given to employee by their employers. Is it clear? Employer can give cash benefit to employees. It can be in nature of official duty. It can be in nature of personal purpose. So allowances are given to employee. Allowances are given to employee by their employers. Allowances are given to employee by their employers. Is it clear? So example of allowances are house rent allowances, uniform allowances, or conveyance allowances. There are more examples. These are the few examples. It can be house rent allowances. Let's suppose you have taken a flat on lease to stay there. Your employer is reimbursing for that flat. Here I have taken example. So allowances are three types of allowances. There are three types of allowances. First is fully taxable allowances, second is partly taxable allowances, and third is fully exempt allowance. Third is fully exempt allowance. There are three types of allowances. First is fully taxable. Whatever allowance you will receive now, that will be fully taxable. Second is partly taxable. Sir, what is partly taxable allowances? Partly taxable means in some amount you have to pay tax, in some amount you don't have to pay tax. So what is fully exempt allowances? Where you don't have to pay any tax. Where you don't have to pay any tax. Is it fine? Now if you see what are fully taxable allowances, fully taxable allowances means whatever allowances you are receiving, whatever allowances you are receiving, you have to pay full tax on that allowances. You have to pay full tax on that allowances. Is it clear? So fully taxable allowance, we have to learn each and everything? No, you have to learn only this thing, transport allowances. You have to learn only this thing, that is transport allowances. Is it clear? Nothing else you have to remember. Only you have to remember is transport allowances. Remaining all things you will come to know about automatically. Is it clear? You will learn these things automatically. You don't have to learn. Is it clear? Here, fully taxable allowances, you have to remember only transport allowance. Is it clear? Transport allowance is fully taxable allowance. Okay. So what about partly taxable allowances? There are two partly taxable allowances. First is HRA and second is special allowances. First is HRA and second is special allowances. Okay. So first we will discuss about house rent allowances. Is it clear? Here minions, what minions have done, they have taken how house on rent. Is it clear? They have taken house on rent, and what they are doing, they are paying 10,000 rupees rent. They are paying 10,000 rupees rent. Is it clear? In this case, Guru is worried about minions. Guru is worried about minions. So what Guru has done, Guru has reimbursed, let's suppose, 8,000 rupees rent to minions. Is it clear? He is reimbursing 8,000 rent to minions. So why is reimbursing 8,000? He may pay 10,000, he may pay more than 10,000 rupees. It depends upon condition to condition. Is it clear? Let's suppose he is reimbursing 8,000 rupees. They are paying rent of rupees 10,000 and he is reimbursing 8,000 rupees. This is what a house rent allowances. This is what a house rent allowances. Is it clear? So now if you see, he's getting reimbursement, minions are getting reimbursement of 8,000 rupees. Now this is partially exempt and partially taxable. This is partially exempt. Now we have to see how this is partially exempt and how this is partially taxable. We have to calculate this thing. This is partially exempt and partially taxable. Partially taxable. Sir, how we will calculate whether it is partially exempt or partially taxable? There is a formula. There is an exemption formula. So what's that exemption formula? Exemption is given under section 1013A. There is an exemption provided under section 1013A. Sir, can you please help us in solving this question? Definitely, I will help you in solving such kind of problems. So here exemption section is given, section 10, subsection 13A. Okay. Now, if you see, whatever allowances you are receiving, the lower of the following is going to be exempt. Lower of following is going to be exempt. So lower of the following is going to be exempt. How? See, whatever actual HRE you have received, a second point is given, rent, whatever rent you are paying, is it clear? Minus 10% of salary you have to do. Minus 10% of salary you have to do. So let's suppose here HRA is received 8,000 rupees. I have already shown you HRA is received 8,000 rupees. And now as we are assuming The salary of minion is 50,000 rupees. Is it clear? Salary of minions is 50,000 rupees. Okay. So now if you see what rent minions are paying 10,000 rupees ka rent. Okay. And their salary is 50,000. So what we have to do, we have to minus 10% of salary from rent. So minus 10% of 50,000 is going to be 5,000. So here 5,000 is going to be exempt. 10,000 minus 5,000, it will be 5,000 can be exempt, or 50% of salary, or 50% of salary. So 50% of salary, yeah, 50% of salary, 50% into 50,000, 25,000. Whichever is lower is going to be exempt. Whichever is lower is going to be exempt. Is it clear? So total HRA you have received is 8,000. Total HRA you have received is 8,000. Now you will claim exemption under section 1013A. Exemption under section 1013A is exemption under section 1013A is lower of the following. Is 8,000 is lower of all three? No. Is 5,000 is lower of all three? Yes, 5,000. So you will receive 5,000 exemption. So you have to pay tax on rupees 3,000. What you have to do? You have to pay tax on rupees 3,000. Tax is going to be paid on rupees 3,000. Is it clear? You have to pay tax on rupees 3,000. Sir, what next point is given? Next point is given 40% salary. See, here they have done bifurcation on metro cities and other cities. If you are staying in metro cities, so your exemption amount will be different. What are those metro cities? Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, and Chennai. If you are staying in any of this city, any of this four city, so what exemption you will receive? Actual HRA received, or rent paid minus 10% of salary, or 50% of salary, and lower of is going to be exempt. Okay, so what is next? Next means same point is there. If you are if you are staying in some other city, okay, other city. Let's suppose you are staying in Indore. If you are staying in Indore, so your exemption, that is 50% is given for metro cities, is going to be changed, and this is going to be 40% of salary. This is the only change is there. Is it clear? This is the only change which you have to learn. Remaining all things are same. Is it clear? If you are staying in metro cities, so you will receive 50% of salary. If you are staying in other cities, so you will receive sorry, 40% of salary. You will receive 40% of salary. I'm sorry, I'm not well, so that's why I'm not that much active right now, but anyhow, I will teach you. Yeah. So are you able to understand this thing? Yes sir, yes sir, we got it. Okay, here salary means we have to learn the definition of salary, because here we have seen it includes 50% of salary, 10% of salary. So here salary means basic salary plus DNS allowances provided in terms of employment. So what is this? Provided in terms of employment means retirement benefit. Okay, percentage of retirement benefit you have to include. So commission भी लेना है क्या? हाँ, बिल्कुल, you have to take commission as a fixed percentage of turnover. This is how you have to solve this question. Okay sir, we got it. Sir, we got it. Okay. So here illustration one is given. So I'm giving you some time. You just try this thing. Then I will solve this question. I'm giving you 5 minutes time. आप लोग सॉल्व करो. Till that I will take a small break. Actually I have to take medicine. So I'm giving you 5-6 minutes time. You solve this question and tell me the answer. Then I will solve it. Okay. Okay, have you done this question? कार का कुछ भी नहीं होगा, कार का कुछ भी नहीं होगा कृपेश. देयर इज नो टैक्स ट्रीटमेंट फॉर कार. Okay, have you done this question? Can you please tell me the answer? What's answer? So Kripesh is saying answer is 7680. Okay, Kripesh, I will solve this question with you. So it will be easy for us to understand. Very good, Kripesh. Okay, Rajkumar has the following receipt from his employer. Okay, basic pay is given 3000 per month. DNS allowance is given 600. Commission is given 6000 per annum. Motor car for personal use is given. Expenditure made by employer. We have to ignore this thing. House rent allowance is given 900. Find out the amount of HRA eligible for exemption to Mr. Rajkumar, assuming that he paid rent of rupees 1000 per month for his accommodation at Kanpur. Kanpur, is it clear? It's not located in Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, and Chennai. Is it clear? So what I have to do? He's receiving HRA of rupees 1000. He's receiving HRA of rupees 1000. Okay. Now here what we have to do? We have to calculate exemption under section 1013A. Is it clear? What are those 3 points? We have to see 3 points. So first point is given whatever HRA is received. So he's receiving HRA of 900. Then salary paid, salary 10 sorry, rent paid minus 10% of salary. So here what rent he's paying a rent of rupees 1000. No, here HRA is 900. HRA is 900. Okay, he is paying rent of rupees 1000. Now what we have to do, we have to minus 10% of salary. So here for this purpose salary is going to be basic pay plus DA forming part of retirement benefit. Is it clear? DA forming part of retirement benefit. Okay. Plus commission in terms of percentage. Commission in terms of percentage of turnover. So percentage of turnover commission is not given. Here it says that DA form part of salary for retirement benefit. DA forms part of salary for retirement benefit to be included. So here if you see basic pay is given 3000 plus DA forming part of retirement benefit. DA forming part of retirement benefit is given 600 rupees. So this is going to be 3600. This is going to be 3600. Okay. So here 10% of 3600. This is going to be 360. So 360 minus 1000 if you will do. So it will be 640. 640. 640 minus, sorry, it will be 640. And third one is 50% of salary. 50% of 360. 360, so it will be 1800. So here lower is 640. Lower is 640. So exemption will be of rupees 640. So taxable amount will be 900 minus 640 if you do. So it will be 240. It will be 260. Sorry, it will be 260. Is it clear? So yearly exemption which is receivable is 640 into 12. So it will be 7200, 7680, 7680. Yearly exemption will be 7680. So absolutely correct answer you have given, Kripesh. Your answer is absolutely correct. Yearly exemption will be 7680. This is how we have to calculate the yearly exemption. Hopefully you are able to understand and your concept is clear, I'm assuming. Okay. Now, next concept which we have to start is section 10, subsection 14, clause 1. Section 1014 is for special allowances. Is it clear? To meet expenses related to duties or personal expenses. These are partially taxable and partially exempt allowances. Is it clear? Section 1014, subsection 1 talks about, section 10, subsection 14, 1 talks about if you are receiving any allowances for official duty. Is it clear? If you are receiving any allowances for official duty. Official duty, let's suppose you are getting petrol allowances. Let's suppose you are getting uniform allowances. Is it clear? Official duty. Is it clear? You are getting traveling allowances for the purpose of uh, official duty. Is it clear? If you are using whole money for official duty, if you're using whole money for official duty, if you're getting any allowances for official duty, and if you're using whole money for official duty, is it clear? So here you will receive, you will get exemption of 100%. 100% amount will be exempt under section 1014 subsection 1. Is it clear? In case of section 1014 2, this is 2. Is it clear? If you are getting any allowances for personal purpose, here it talks about you are receiving allowances for personal purpose. Personal purpose, sir. Personal purpose. What is personal purpose? Let's suppose you are getting education allowances for your children. You are getting education allowances for your children. So here 100% amount is not going to be exempt. 100% is not going to exempt. There is a partial exemption provided. There is a partial exemption provided. Is it clear? Partial exemption is provided. So still we are confused. We want more detail on this. We want more detail discussion on this. Okay. So section 14, 10 subsection 14 clause 1, see if it talks about special allowances or benefit perquisite specifically granted to meet expenses incurred wholly, necessarily, exclusively in performance of duty. Necessarily in performance of duty of office or employment, of office and or employment. So there is no limit, there is no limit, you can claim full exemption. Is it clear? Let's suppose you got 1000 rupees, let's suppose you are getting 10,000 rupees to travel from India to other country. Let's suppose you want to go China. Let's suppose you want to go China. Right now no one wants to go China, but still let's suppose you are getting any allowances to go China for business trip, for business purpose. Is it clear? You are having some meeting, your office has provided 10,000 rupees allowances and they are asking you to book the ticket and you can go to China. So you are getting traveling allowances. Is it clear? And what you have done, you booked a ticket of rupees 10,000. Is it clear? Your flight ticket amount is 10,000 rupees. You have utilized this 10,000 rupees for booking of ticket. You are going to China for official purpose. So you receive 10,000 rupees and completely you are using this 10,000 rupees for the purpose of official duty. So here complete 10,000 is going to be exempt. Complete 10,000 is going to be exempt. Is it clear? But let's suppose you booked a ticket of rupees 9,000. You have booked a ticket of rupees 9,000 and you are able to save 1,000 rupees. You are able to save 1,000 rupees. So your allowance amount is 10,000 and you are utilizing allowance of rupees 9,000 only. So here 1,000 is going to be taxable and 9,000 is going to be exempt. So what is the condition for section 1014(1)? It says that whatever allowance you are receiving now, if you are utilizing that allowances for the purpose of official duty, then whole allowance is going to be exempt. If some allowances are not utilized, then those unutilized allowances are going to be taxable. Sir, this is so easy. We are able to understand. We will do more discussion on these allowances. Basically, no one talks about these allowances, but these allowances are very important for your syllabus purpose. It's important for your career purpose also. Is it clear? So why it's important for career purpose? See, most of the chartered accountant don't know about these allowances. That these allowances help salary employees to claim deduction and exemption. Is it clear? This helps salary employees to save their taxes. Are you able to understand? This help salary employees to save their taxes. So this is the good thing. This is the good thing. Okay. Okay, yeah. I think I have done a mistake. Here it will be 50%. It will be 40%. I'm sorry. He's located in Kanpur. He's located in Kanpur. So here it will be 40%. Even though if I'm taking 40%, my answer is not going to change. Yeah, 3600 into 40%. So 360, 360, 360, it will be 1200, 1440. It will be 1440. Even though my answer is going to be same. Purvesh, yeah, you are absolutely correct. Purvesh, you are absolutely correct. Yeah. Okay. Now, if you see here, we have to do more discussion for this topic, section 10.14.1 and section 10.14.2. We will do more discussion on this topic. Sir, what is section 10.14 subsection 1 we have discussed? Sir, what is section 14, 10.14.2? We have already discussed. If you are receiving any allowances for personal expenses, there is a limit prescribed by Income Tax Act that what amount of exemptions you will receive, what amount of exemptions you can claim. Okay, so we want more discussion on this. Yeah, there is a rule 2BB which provides you more discussion on this topic. Okay, so allowances prescribed for the purpose of section 10.14.1. Allowances prescribed for the purpose of section 10.14 subsection 1. Okay, so what section 10.14 subsection 1 talks about? It talks about if you are receiving any allowances for official duty, for official duty. Is it clear? Those allowances will be fully exempt if you are utilizing those allowances for the purpose of official duty. Okay, so there are 6 allowances which are covered under section 10.14.1. So what are those allowances? We will discuss these allowances. So if you see, first allowance is given traveling allowances. I have prepared shortcut for these. First allowance is given traveling allowances. Second allowance is given daily allowances. Third allowance is given conveyance allowances. Fourth allowance is given helper allowances. Fifth allowance is given research allowances. Sixth allowance is given uniform allowances. So can you please give brief of all these? Yeah, definitely I will give you. So what is traveling allowances? Traveling allowances are basically, let's suppose, as I have told you, let's suppose you are going for meeting, okay, from India to other country. From India to other country you are going for meeting. Is it clear? Now what your company is doing? What your company is doing? Company is giving you allowance of rupees 50,000. What company is asking you to do? Asking you to book a ticket. Company is asking you to book a ticket for India to China, then China to India. Is it clear? There will be two-way journey. There will be two-way journey. For then you will come back. Is it clear? So whatever allowances you are receiving to travel outside India, this will be known as traveling allowances. This will be known as traveling allowances. Is it clear? This will be known as traveling allowances. So if you are able to utilize this complete 50,000 rupees now for traveling purpose, for official traveling purpose, then this full amount is going to be exempt. This full amount is going to be exempt. Sir, what are daily allowances? Daily allowances means, let's suppose once you reach China, once you reach China, is it clear? Now you have to travel to other companies. Let's suppose you reached China airport. Is it clear? You reached China airport. Now you want to go, let's suppose you want to travel different companies in China. You came for official duty. You want to travel different companies in China. Okay. So you have to pay some cab charges. You have to pay cab charges and some other charges, toll charges, cab charges. So these are daily allowances. Is it clear? These are daily allowances. So company also provides daily allowances. So let's suppose company has given you 10,000 rupees daily allowances. Is it clear? If you are able to utilize this 10,000 rupees for official duty, if you are able to utilize then this 10,000 rupees for official duty, then complete 10,000 will be exempt. Then complete 10,000 will be exempt in this case. Okay. So what is convenience allowances? Convenience allowances are basically given for India in India. If you're traveling in Indiana, then you will get convenience allowances. So let's suppose your company is located in Mumbai. Is it clear? Your company is located in Mumbai. Okay, you're working from Mumbai. Okay, now what your company is saying that you have to travel different companies which is located in company. Let's suppose you are working in MRF company. You are working in MRF company. Now what your MRF company is saying that you have to go different car showrooms and you have to sell our product. Is it clear? You are working as a sales guy in a MRF company. What your company is saying that you have to go different companies which is located in Mumbai and you have to sell our tires to these different companies. Is it clear? So here if you travel within Mumbai now, you will get conveyance allowances. You will get conveyance allowances, and if you are able to utilize that complete conveyance allowances for the purpose of official duty, then you can claim full exemption. Here you are eligible to claim full exemption. Okay, sir, we got it, we got traveling allowances, we got daily allowances, we got conveyance allowances also. So what is helper allowances? Helper allowances means if some helper is assigned to you. Is it clear, sir? Helper is assigned to you, and what you are doing, you are paying some salary to that helper. Is it clear? What company is doing? Company is paying you some money for a helper purpose. You can appoint a helper for yourself. Is it clear? So if you are getting any helper allowances from your company, okay, and what you are doing, you are using that helper allowances to pay salary to some other person who is going to help you. That is the helper allowances, and that will be exempt if you're utilizing the complete amount. Okay. So what is research allowances? Research allowances basically when companies provide you some money for research purpose. When company provide you some money for research purpose. Just hold on. Hello. Yes. Mm-hmm. What's your session? I will. Okay, if you are receiving any research allowances, if you are receiving any research allowances, are you able to understand? If you are receiving any research allowances for the purpose of research, if your employer is giving any research allowances, that will be exempt. If you are receiving any uniform allowances, if you are receiving any uniform allowances, that uniform allowances are also going to be exempt. That uniform allowances are also going to be exempt under section 1014. Sir, what is section 10 subsection 14 clause 2? Section 10 subsection 14 clause 2. Section 10 subsection 14 clause 2. These are personal allowances which you are receiving from your employer. Which you are receiving from your employer. So इसके लिए exemption कितनी मिलेगी? बिल्कुल I will tell you. If you are receiving any children education allowances, if you are receiving any children education allowances, so you will receive exemption of rupees 100 per month. Is it clear? That is for 12 months and maximum up to two children. Maximum up to two children. Is it clear? So if you are having two children, so you can claim 2400 rupees maximum deduction. You can claim 2400 rupees maximum deduction. Okay, sir, we got it. We got it. Any allowances granted to employee to meet hostel expenditure on his child. If you are receiving any hostel allowances from employer, so it will be exempt like 300 per month into 12 months. There are 12 months in a year into two children. So basically, maximum exemption which you are able to claim here is 3,600 rupees. Is it clear? For hostel allowances, you can claim 3,600 rupees. Are you able to understand? You can claim 3,600 rupees in a month. Okay, sir, we got it. We got it, sir. Okay. Now, if I talk about transport allowances are allowed to only handicapped person. Handicapped person. So, who are handicapped person? Person who is blind, a person who is deaf and dumb, a person who is orthopedically handicapped with disability. Is it clear? So these are handicapped persons. So here government provide them big relief, that is 3200 per month. Government is providing them big relief, that is 3200 rupees per month. Okay. So what is special compensatory allowances? Special compensatory allowances means, let's suppose you have cleared your CA exams. Okay, now you were planning to shift in metro city. You have decided that you will join a job in metro city, but unluckily due to shortage of job, you got a job in some northeast area. You got a job in some northeast area. So northeast area, what is northeast? Those areas are basically what we say backward areas. Not we can say it as a backward areas. These areas are scheduled areas where not more facilities are available. Tribal areas, जहाँ पे train, metros and all these things are not available. Where other facility, infrastructural facilities are not there. So here what government is doing? Okay, for special compensatory areas, government is providing 200 per month allowances. Government is providing 200 per month allowances. Okay, sir. We got it. We got it, sir. We got it. We will be able to understand this thing. We are Luckily we got it. Okay. Now if I talk about fully exempt allowances, if I talk about fully exempt, we have discussed about fully taxable allowances. In fully taxable allowances, I have told you that you have to remember only transport allowances. Only transport allowances that are fully taxable you have to remember. Remaining other things, it will automatically comes in your mind. Is it clear? So partly taxable allowances, for partly taxable allowances, we have discussed two things. For partly taxable allowances, we have discussed two things. That is house rent allowances and special allowances. We have discussed two things. That is HRA and special allowances. Okay, sir. Okay. So house rent allowances, here it is HRA, rent paid minus 10% of salary or 50% of salary. So these things we have already covered. Now next section is given fully exempt allowances. Next section is given fully exempt allowances. Is it clear? Now if you see, if you are paying any, if any allowances is paid to judges, is it clear? Any allowances is paid to high court judges, it will be fully exempt. To high court judges, it will be fully exempt. If any allowances are paid to UNO, United Nation organizations, any allowances are paid by UNO, is it a United Nation organization? It will be fully exempt. Any allowances are received that are in nature of compensatory allowances, it will be taxable for judges. Any sumptuary allowances to High Court and Supreme Court judges, it will be exempt. Any allowances are paid outside India to government employees, it will be exempt. Is it clear? So we have covered all these three things: fully taxable allowances, partly taxable allowances, and fully exempt allowances. These are the provisions which we have to revise. These are the provisions which we have to learn. Okay. Okay, so what I will do, I'm not well, so actually I have to finish this session by today itself, but I'm not well, I'm not able to continue this session anymore. So what I will do, I will continue this session in some other day, other day. I will inform you when I will continue this chapter. Okay, so I'm not well, so I can't continue right now because I am having back pain and I'm not well at all. So I was trying to take it for 4 hours, but anyhow I could not take for I could not take it for what we say 4 hours or 2 hours. So yeah, I will let you know when I will continue this chapter. So till now I am closing my session here. Okay, so take care everyone. Bye bye.